Okay, this is weird. I haven't done this in a very, very, very long time. I won't be before you long because this is weird for me, okay? Oh man, where to start, If you haven't watched my other videos, I am pregnant. I am with child. I am about almost 5 months pregnant. It's so weird to say. We have arrived. We are having a baby. Sort of scared at first, cause I'm like, what? At first I was scared because it's like, wow, it's a human. Like, this is a life that you have to guide and lead and take care of and, you know, be an example to and all this other stuff. And I'm like, girl, we still just trying to get it together. So like, I don't know, I was really nervous. Still super excited because like, I mean, anytime you're blessed with a kid, you know, it was still super exciting. But at the same time, I was like, after the excitement portion of it, I guess, kind of wore off, it was like, ooh, reality, here you are. We're here and she's coming. Yes, we are having a girl. So I am through the roof. They probably told you, but I probably missed that part of the memo. But I didn't get from, you know, being pregnant was you are extremely, extremely tired. Your first trimester, like it's not a game. Literally, you want to do nothing but sleep because of how exhausted you are with creating this life form in your body, right? So, Douglas, what are you doing? Yeah, I didn't want to film anything. I didn't want to get in front of a camera and look as exhausted as I felt, so I didn't. Literally, my schedule was just like, if I had to work that morning, it was like, work from 7 to 3. At like noon or 1, take a 30-minute nap. When you got off at 3, take about 2.5, 3-hour nap. Got up at 6, eat something. Get retired, 9 o'clock, I'm back in bed. Like, that's how intense the tiredness is. And maybe that's what I'm gonna call this video, things they don't tell you about pregnancy. Because also, it's like real cute when you find out you're pregnant. You're like, oh, you're pregnant, yay, you know what I'm saying? And then food aversions happen. And then tired happens. And then the cramping that takes place, my God. I was like, yo, literally, I thought I was free from the cramps because I have a life in me. No, boo, they have just begun. Now they'll wear off after a while, after 2.5, 3 months, but that cramping is a different beast. You hear me? Okay. Another thing with like the food aversions is like my food aversions would be something crazy. So like my dad's red beans and rice, can't eat it. Gives me horrible acid reflux and it makes me sick. Dylan, which is my little girl's name, does not like it. So I do not eat it. Let's see, at one point, the texture of rice, I literally wanted to throw up everywhere because of the texture of rice. And still to this day, the texture of baked chicken. Can't eat it. My aversions are like weird, but like this kid wants stuff like grapes and peaches and pineapples and salads and cucumbers and I'm just like, I have never been that girl. Whose kid is this? Who swapped uteruses with me? Cause even like chocolate ice cream before I got pregnant was a staple in the Blunt household. Especially monthly, if you know what I mean. I needed my New York Super Fudge Chunk ice cream so bad. I needed it, but I can't eat it now. And literally, I should probably throw it away now. It's been like 3 months since my husband went and bought me some, and I cannot eat it. Like I tried twice, and it's just something about it. But I can eat but I can drink chocolate shakes, or I can drink, it's weird, man, it's weird. Eyebrows are cousins, not twins, just like fish are friends, not food.
Fish are friends, not food.
So that's food aversions. Other than that, I really didn't experience a lot of like, I didn't get like morning sickness really bad. Like I was nauseated, but I never like threw up everywhere unless I had rice or baked chicken or whatever. I want to say my first trimester was actually very smooth. And so, okay, also, here's what I'm basing it on, because my brother and sister are 14, 16 years younger than me, right? So I saw my mom go through pregnancy, and I kind of blame her for this, but also in a very like Shiro type whatever way. I didn't notice her have like aversions or like really strong cravings or like anything like that. Even like going through pain, like she had her usual winces and stuff, like if baby was moving or like, you know, cramping or whatever, but she handled pregnancy like a soldier twice. The 2 times I saw her, I didn't see, like, pregnancy looked beautiful to me. You know what I'm saying? Again, other than the usual being tired or whatever the case may be, she handled pregnancy like a champ. So when I got pregnant, I was like, this is light work. I'm just gonna have to sit pretty for the next 9 months until I can meet my kid.
Wrong-o.
My body was like, foreign substance alert. Again, I didn't have like the worst of like anything when it comes to first trimester pregnancy. It was a very mild. I'm just a huge baby. So like, although mild, I was still like suffering, I guess. That's why it also helps to like know who you're getting pregnant by, because my husband was a soldier. He was a trooper. Anything I needed, anything I wanted, he pretty much did or got or whatever. So shout out to him. You're a real one, babe. Now it's like, I don't have like the, oh, excuse me. That's something that's very real. The gas level at pregnancy, through the roof, I tell you what. And it just comes out of nowhere. It's a surprise. Like, I can't even hide it because I don't even know when it's coming. The things I experienced, like exhaustion and all that stuff from like my first trimester, it's not as prevalent now. I still kind of get tired, and then one of the things is my body adjusting. So like I have like aches and pains and all that stuff around my pelvis area, and it's always feeling like pressure. So other than that though, we've been smooth sailing over here. We've been really rocking out, me and this little girl. For me in this time, especially me coming out of, you know, being exhausted and all that stuff, I've started to like evaluate a lot. And you know, my husband and I, we've had conversations about what raising kids look like and all that stuff. We even knew the kid name, knew my daughter's name before she was even conceived, because these are just conversations we've had that I recommend everyone have before actually getting married or having a kid or whatever. You know, just taking this time to really evaluate life and just really, really be serious about the things that we talked about before conception. We both have our individual friend groups, but for me, I have really, really appreciated both friend groups actually. Like my husband's friends and my friends, they've really just been super, super, super supportive. And it really helps with like parenting nerves and all that stuff when you know you don't have to do it by yourself. I think Dylan has an amazing village already, full of people who just love her to death, and she's not even here. And I think, whoa, am I getting emotional? Pregnancy hormones, man, I'm telling you. I'm just super grateful for the friends we have, and I'm super grateful that we have a bunch of people who already love her to life, and she's not even here. So I can only imagine what that love will be when she gets here. And it's just so less nerve-wracking to know we don't have to do this by ourselves. Like, this is our kid, yes, but like, you know, it takes a village. It really does. And my own life is a testament as to the village it takes to raise a kid. So in this season, I've just been super, super, super grateful for my friend groups, my sisters, you know, biological and chosen. I love y'all, man. If y'all are watching this, kudos to you, because what the heck, where the heck would I be if it wasn't for your love? Amen. I'm gonna get you some grapes, little girl. Give mommy a second. And although, like, you know, we do have a very, very, very strong village around us. But I think my husband and I, we again, this is conversations we had even before Dylan was even thought of. We have established that there are some things in our life that, not that we grew up terribly, so I don't want this to sound like we just had horrible childhoods and like and like there's just, you know, that's, I'm not trying to make it sound like that, but there are just things that we have taken from the experiences that we've had that we just feel like this is something that we will try to avoid with Dylan. I mean, already though, we came into the marriage just knowing our marriage is just gonna look a lot different than what is norm or what we've seen or what we're just different. Like, and it's not in a bad way. I love the fact that we just do marriage differently. And I'm not talking in a way where it's like open or nothing. Ain't nothing open over here, except I'm gonna leave that alone. But context clues, your girl is pregnant, so you know what's open. Amen. Our relationship is just from the get-go. Our relationship is just different. Another thing before I move on, this whole like pregnancy goal thing, maybe I just am yet to experience it, but my skin has actually gotten worse since getting pregnant. I think I'm just kind of sensitive to everything now, so I don't know what that glow is. I don't know what that glow is that people keep talking about. I would like to know what that glow is, but I don't know. The way your body changes because of the human that is taking up residence, oh my God. So like, I went to every time I've been to a different doctor, it's been something different. Like when I went to the dentist a month ago, homeboy was just doing, you know, a routine cleaning, nothing invasive. And when he was cleaning my teeth, he kept asking me if I was okay. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. We're golden over here. And I'm getting concerned because like, why do you keep asking me this? It's cause my gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding like crazy. And he's just like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't hurting, but that's like normal pregnancy stuff. Your gums are a lot more sensitive. And I'm just like, things they don't tell you, man. Things they don't tell you. And then I go to the eye doctor yesterday, but even she was like, just to give you a heads up, when you get closer to giving time to give birth or when you're nursing, your eyesight will either get better or worse, but it will change. So, but don't be alarmed. And I'm like, don't be alarmed. I can get blinder than what I am now. There's a chance that my vision could get worse, and it's don't be alarmed. Oh, okay. Something else they don't tell you about pregnancy. Cool. Y'all, I'm gonna have to be right back because this urge to get grapes right now is very real. So hold on. Okay. I'm telling y'all, this craving thing is real. Give me a second. I mean, we can keep talking, but I needed these grapes. When it comes to baby response, Dylan really likes music, which is refreshing for me because I sing. So every time I have sang or rehearsed or whatever at church, she goes insane. And I'd be like, dang, is it gas? Or like, is this little girl having a worship party in my belly? It's her. She's doing beautifully. One area that I have shown myself a lot of grace on is social media. And I really had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. I started this YouTube journey. I haven't been the most consistent, but I tried my best. You know what I'm saying? I push out content when I can. Then first trimester happened and I couldn't push out as much as I could. And I was really like super, Jesus Christ, Brittany, super disappointed with myself. Cause I'm like, you know, you got goals you need to meet and all this other stuff, and I'm gonna push myself harder because I was so tired. But I was literally like, Brittany, you are literally housing a human. Like, you've gotta take care of you right now, boo. And then I had a come to Jesus moment. And as much as being a boss babe and having my own whatever and not having somebody telling me what to do and making my own money and my own business, all these things are great. All these things are things I can accomplish. I can do, you know, if I put the effort into it. You know, anything's possible when you really work at it. But I really had to come to terms with the fact that I have really desired my whole life not being super successful. I mean, I kind of just figured I'm a blessed woman, so that's gonna happen regardless in whatever area I'm in. And you know, success looks different to everyone. So, like right now, I've spent a long time complaining about situations that I was in, to now realize like every situation I was in that I've complained about, I got exactly what I prayed for. Like even now, my husband and I are in this apartment. I'm 32, so, you know, I look at other people, which, okay, message. I look at other people and I'm like, dang, they just bought a house. Dang, they just bought a new car. Dang, and I'm just like, I am exactly where I prayed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have answered prayers in my life to complain about a prayer I ain't asked for yet, or complain about a situation I'm not in, when I am exactly where I wanted to be. I've never been super materialistic ever in life, ever. I've never been the one to be like, you know, I value a nice house now, so don't get me wrong, okay? But I've never been the one to be like, oh, when I make such and such amount of money, I'm gonna buy a G-Wagon or my luxury. I was like, I would really like a Acura. That's luxury to me, you feel me? Like I've never been one of those gotta have a Birkin bag kind of girl. So I'm like, I'm content with life right now. I am content with, if I do nothing else but be a great wife and a great mom, I am a-okay with that. Like nobody's ever pressured me to be like, nah, you need to work, nobody's ever done that to me. And I just feel like my mind is so set on what society will think if I chose to be a stay-at-home mom, or I just chose to not work so much so I can have my family. Instead of just being like, what I desire is here. Like, extra money is wonderful. Never would turn that down. But ultimately, my success is in being a great mom to my daughter and my future kid, and being a great wife to my husband. And if I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't move up in the world and that's all I am, then that's all I am. If I don't ever pop off on YouTube, is my husband happy and is my daughter taken care of? I really don't have to. If I don't ever make it Poppington on YouTube, I am okay with that. It is not the end all be all for me. And it's just something that you just like to do. And if it just so happens to turn into something that becomes lucrative, awesome. If not, you'll have a beautiful, healthy baby girl. Your husband loves your face off. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that, you know, I don't do other things. I have the great privilege of being able to lead worship and make some type of living off of that. So it's like, I would much rather do things that I love, and if that just so happens to turn into something lucrative, great. If it does not, I love my kid and I love my husband. Amen. Does that mean that I'm not gonna strive for anything, that I'm just gonna kind of just sit complacent in whatever I'm in? No, because I truly, honestly like to give 100% to whatever I set out to do, you know? But it really showed me like what my mindset was my first trimester, when I was literally like in a panic because I was like, I haven't recorded a video, posted a picture, created a reel, whatever. And I was just going through my mind like, you are a failure. You suck at all this. Like, you really can't do it. When I say I'm my own worst enemy, literally, that's what I mean. Like, can't nobody say something about me that I haven't already said about myself, and or worse. I'm working on it because I've learned to check myself. If it doesn't happen today, you have grace for tomorrow. Look at God. You know what I'm saying? These grapes are so bomb. Shout out to Sam's Club, because their grapes always deliver. But yeah, that's just kind of been where my mind has been lately. Focused on my family. Focused on just trying to be a healthy vessel for baby girl to just grow and do her thing. And if that means I'd have missed out on some days of shooting or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I went and took some pictures with her, and you know, for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, I was good. We were great. We were moving right on along. Then at some point my body was like, or Dylan was like, not only am I hungry, but I'm tired. It's hot out here. And I felt really bad because we had only gotten through one look. Baby, it got hot outside and we were hungry, so we stopped and got some pizza. We sat and got some pizza and ate some food. We got back in the car and I was like, I'm done for the day, actually. I'm not feeling good. It's hot. I'm tired. Like, I felt so bad, but again, thank God for good friends, because she was like, oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're golden. I'm trying to like prioritize that kind of stuff now, because once baby girl gets here, it's only gonna get worse because I'll have a newborn. So everything will pretty much be on the back burner. So here's the thing. Shout out to moms like Jaleesa, because I mean, although she also has a team behind her, she just makes it look, and she's so easy to be inspired by and all this other stuff. And then you just got to realize your walk is your walk. You know what I'm saying? Your life path is different. You know, it's okay to be inspired by those people. It's okay to look at those people and see them for, you know, as a blueprint or whatever else. But your chalice and her chalice are two different chalices. Okay. Y'all got two different things going on. So I've been watching her and I love her content and all that other stuff. But I'm also like separating, that's Jaleesa and this is Brittany. Brittany ain't got no team, okay? Brittany is by herself in terms of like this, you know what I mean? Looking at all these other people, and I know for me, I can't even imagine being young and being in this social media age and being so influenced by what other people are doing. Because at my big age, I look at other people as like, dang, like I should be there, or dang, I wish I had. But you know what that person has is for that person. It does not take away whatever is waiting on the other side for you. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you're on social media, you see somebody just bought a house. Don't look at your situation as like, dang, I don't have a house. It's like, I'll get there eventually. It's not your time yet. And then one thing I've been evaluating is like, okay, are you taking the necessary steps to when that time comes when you're ready to buy? Are you going to be prepared to do so? So this is that kind of mindset is like, okay, you don't have it yet, but what are you preparing to do to get it? it's kind of like how I've been. So I've been very, very careful, especially because I feel like now that I'm housing a human, everything I feel and sense and whatever, I feel like she's feeling. So I don't want to like stress her out and have her come out the womb like, dang, I wish I came out of like, you know what I mean? So I've been very careful as to like center myself and being grateful for everything and being cheerful and like all this other stuff and like feel my feelings, but also like understand that these feelings are fleeting and they will come and go and all this other stuff. Like, don't get too wrapped up. But yeah, I've just been grateful for my right now. I've been content in my current situation. Eventually, my husband and I, we're gonna get our dream house and we're gonna sit in the house and be like, look at all these things. But I loved when we had our 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? Like, I loved when we were just so uncomfortable and super close to each other in this queen size bed that neither one of us can fit. Like, especially, girl, let me tell you something. For all those bigger people out there, don't even try it with a queen bed. If you got a significant other and both of y'all jokers is huge, don't try to play yourself with a queen bed, okay? We were trying to be cost effective and we were like, oh, we're gonna snuggle all the time. No, don't play yourself with a queen bed, okay? You don't take nothing else from this video. Don't play yourself with a queen bed, okay? Hubs and I were doing real good in that queen until a pregnancy pillow got involved. And then we realized just how much space we didn't have. Moral of the story is, just be content in whatever season you're in. When you're already considering yourself to be in a great situation, that tends to be when great things happen. So I'm off my soapbox, I'm done now. Back to being pregnant, which is what this was all about. I knew people were gonna be excited when we started having kids. I didn't realize it was like, let me tell y'all something, that man's mama, Dylan's, I think, first 3 months of clothing taken care of. Cause his mom is just like, she been waiting to find out what the gender is so she can start buying this baby some clothes. And that she did. I love my mother-in-law so much. Yeah, and of course my parents are like ridiculous. My dad has gotten to a point where he's like, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, great. How's Dylan? Like, okay. Well, you know, they say that that's gonna happen anyway. So, you know, I'm so happy that my village is happy and that my daughter's grandparents are gonna spoil the mess out of her and that, you know, she's just gonna have grandparents who freaking love her. Man, I'm just so excited for her. Another thing that like really scared me about, you know, being pregnant is that this isn't the time I grew up in where like little kids are really, really protected. I feel like the 90s were a great time to be a kid. You know what I mean? Like the 90s we didn't have like internet for real yet. And then when the internet came out, it wasn't like, I don't know, it was just a different time, you know? We still had the cord car cell phones. We still had the big box cell phone. Like, it was such a different time. And in the 90s, although we were going into like the technology era, we still valued people. We still valued relationships and just being around people, you know what I mean? Nowadays, people are crazy. And I feel like I don't want to shelter Dylan from life. Like, I don't want to be a helicopter mom per se, but like, at the same time, I don't want her at her young age being exposed to a lot of the things that these kids are exposed to nowadays. Like, I want you to be like me when I was 12 and still watching Between the Lions and Zaboomafoo and Dragon Tales. Like, I don't want you out here on social media trying to figure out how to lay your lace front. And like, I just want Dylan to really enjoy being a kid. And I feel like in these times we're in, not only is it, you know, being flushed down your throat to be older than what you are. Like these kids out here getting their makeup done their first day of school, that's not happening with Dylan. I just want her to know that and go on record right now, that's never gonna happen with her. Like these kids are out here, you know, being older than what they are. And not only are they being exposed to things that, you know, adults should really only be exposed to, but they gotta be concerned for their life. Kids is getting snatched up out here. it's really wild to be a kid these days. Like, there's really no safe avenue for you. And some kids can't even go home to a safe place. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, I want her to enjoy being a kid. I really, really, really do. I want her to go through the hair bobo phase. My mom, my parents, I literally only had my hair straightened for special occasions, like Easter or like a wedding or whatever. Other than that, I had 4 plaits in my head. Unless I had my individual braids, and even then, I couldn't even get extensions, like long braids, until I want to say I was in 6th or 7th grade. Child. All I'm saying is Dylan is going to enjoy being a kid, point blank period. As crazy as this world is though, like I said before, her village is out of this world, you know? She got crazy aunties. Okay. I don't even think I would have to do anything. If something were to happen and she wasn't in my presence and the aunties were, girl, I feel sorry for whoever is trying to do whatever, because her aunties already don't play about her. Her uncles, yeah, they don't want them problems. They really don't. Well, that is it for our little chit chat get ready with me. Thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. I hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment something, you know, relatable or whatever else. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't have a schedule. I just post when I post, and when I post it's great. So you don't want to miss it. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.